Good morning. It's April the 19th, and I'd like to wish my mother a happy birthday. And I'm now calling her my miracle mom because this is the second time that she's recovered from near fatal incidents, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about that. My mom is 86, and she wound up having a physical collapse back in December, and she had been suffering for several years with some pretty severe diarrhea problems. And the doctors didn't want to do any testing. They didn't know what was going on. When they'd go there, they just, oh, you just need to take some probiotics and learn to live with it. And she got weaker and weaker, and she wasn't real forthcoming about how she was feeling and her situation. But anyway, she did a collapse and wound up in the hospital, and she had pneumonia. She had kidney failure. She had this still chronic diarrhea. She was having virtually no oxygen intake, and a lot of other stuff as far as just physical weakness. But the hospital got her stabilized, and she went to a nursing home rehab hospital, and from there I was able to start getting her some nutrition. She was also suffering with a paralyzed vocal cord, and it was causing her to aspirate. And so when I was able to have some control over the situation, I immediately started making some appointments for her to see some doctors. And the nursing home, they were very upset because they were expecting her to just pass away. And they just said, well, is this your mother's wishes or your wishes? And I said, well, I'm not sure that makes any difference. I'm power of attorney, so it doesn't matter what her wishes are or my wishes, whatever. But this is the typical of nursing homes. When you stick in your parents, they're going to just expect them to die. And, being a believer, I expect us to live. But you have to have the right things to do it with. So I immediately put her on free-form amino acids, liquid form, liquid colloidal minerals, liquid vitamins, coenzyme Q10, and we tried to get them to give her by stomach tube some very high quality liquid nutrition, and they refused to do it. Said that they were just going to give her this crummy corn syrup based junk, and it complicated diarrhea even worse. But nonetheless, what I did and what I got for her turned her around, and within 2 weeks of getting this nutrition in her, that chronic diarrhea stopped. One thing that I did learn in the whole thing is that people who are having diverticulitis, Crohn's, all kinds of digestive issues, a lot of them suffer with a lack of silica. Silica is very critical in the gut, and it's also critical in the skin, hair, and nails. And the liquid colloidal minerals had silica in it, and all of that nutrient totally reversed her conditions. Her heart got better, her organs stopped failing, The diarrhea stopped. I got her to a excellent ear, nose, and throat doctor, Phillips, here in Austin. She got her vocal cords fixed where she's not aspirating, and she's now back to eating, and she can talk again. And I just want to tell you that if your parents or your loved ones are sick, it doesn't matter what they have, but nutrition is critical in their health, and especially with this coronavirus going around. You need to take charge of your own health and don't leave it up to medical professionals, because they can kill you just as easy as anything else. They don't study nutrition. They don't know what's good for you or what's bad for you. They're still stuck on the 4 food groups. But anyway, I thank God for leading us to the medical professionals that we did find through this whole ordeal, and for the miracle that that God gave my mother, and recovered out of that nursing home. All of the doctors and the nurses were just astonished at how well she looked and how she recovered, and so that's why I'm calling her my miracle mom. And I would certainly encourage all of you to look to God and look at what He's given us here in the world to make us healthy, and get on it. It can transform your life. Have a blessed Sunday, and we will talk to you later. God bless.